For a guy that don't like junk, I sure have a knack for accumulating a lot of it. I mean, I about thought I had this table cleaned off and ready to go. No, it's full of crap again. You know, I got the old Peterbilt out there that's not anywhere close to run down the road. Before I got the Peterbilt, I got this 54 Dodge Power Wagon that I've kind of got started a little bit, but no, it's not anywhere close to cranking or anything. And then over the weekend, I bought this turd. It's not really, it's really a pretty good, it's a pretty good old truck. It's an 83 model Chevrolet K20. So a 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive. Oh, get out of there, black lines. Get out of there now. And the guy I bought it from just uses it a little bit during the winter to feed hay with. The last time it was registered was 1995. And been a little bit of a fiasco getting the title transferred on it. But anyways, we went to pick it up. I'm sure there's a video out by now. If not, maybe it'll come after this one. But I'm like, when we get there, he's like, where's your trailer at? I said, I didn't bring no trailer. You said it run and drove. He said, well, yeah, it does, but I wouldn't drive it home. And I thought, well, what better way to figure out if it's going to work or not than drive it home? So that's what we did. And it drove great. It ran good. You know, it supposedly had, you know, not very long. I mean, let me back up here. So supposedly this pickup was sold or given to the guy I bought it from's nephew by the guy I got it from's dad, the boy's granddad. And I gotta get that off there. Anyways, right after the granddad died, the kid was going into high school, and the guy I bought it from said, hey, come, if you want, told his nephew, he said, hey, if you want this pickup, come get it. You can just have it. Well, they took it into the high school shop there, and does that get rid of some of those black lines? There we go. And him and his buddies and the shop teacher there, they kind of redid it, started redoing it. And a local motor builder here in town, supposedly, I don't know if he like just resurfaced the heads and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, he supposedly did some stuff to it, and then the local transmission shop rebuilt the transmission and the transfer case. Fast forward to now, I get this whole thing, and supposedly it's only got a few hundred miles, maybe 1,000 miles on all that stuff, because as soon as the kid got through rebuilding it, he was like, hey, Uncle, you want to buy this thing back? I want a Dodge diesel. So, and I think he went on to be a diesel mechanic. Small world, huh? Anyways, I bought this thing. Drove it home, drove and run good. I get home, I'm like, I'm going to go feed some cows in this sucker. Got ours fed, went over to feed the neighbors, and I thought, I'm going to lock the 4-wheel drive in. When I did that, everything broke loose. All kinds of racket coming from, what I thought was a transfer case, but I've since figured out it came from the 4-wheel drive stuff up here. And then it died, and I'm like, what in the world? And I couldn't get the crank, had to drag it home. And come to find out, that issue was the starter went out on it, and the cable was all backed off. So long story short, guys, I've already put a starter on it, put a new air cleaner on it. Erica's mowing, so you hear that going on. But today, what I did is when I got it to the house, and as soon as I jacked it up off the ground, the front hubs let loose. So what the issue is this right here. These automatic locking hubs right here are malfunctioning. The one on the passenger side over there, it was one of the springs inside of it was all boogered up, broke, and it didn't work. Come here, where you at? So now what I'm going to do is we're going to put a manual locking hub in and get rid of these automatics. So I don't know what I'm doing. I want to bring y'all along with me. I mean, I've done the other side, but about half of what I'm going to do here, somebody watching this that knows a whole lot more than me is going to say, oh, that's wrong, don't do that. Okay. I mean, if it don't work, it don't work. That's all I can say. If it don't work, it don't work. But I took the tire off on the other side. I don't think you have to do that. I think we can just take these guys off right here. We're going to pull this cover off right here. Sounds like Erica's through. And then when we get this thing off, I'll show y'all what's going on inside. So I just put some new waters in the cooler in there in the shop refrigerator, so they won't be cold. But it's only been in the 70s yesterday and most of the day. So the ones that they sat outside on a pallet. All right. So nope. So on the other one, see, this spring in here was all broke out and didn't work. So that's a good sign that did. Now then, oh, but look at this. This old bearing, this whole thing in here is broke. No wonder it wasn't releasing and doing what it was supposed to. See that? That ain't right. That ain't right. So, let's get it off. Let's get it off. Erica? Oh, she's weed eating now. I don't know a good place to put y'all. You know what? We put these new shop lights in, and they're real good. But something with the natural light and them, it gets these little black lines in here. But let me get my tools over here. I'm gonna take this pick. Yeah, that ain't supposed to do that. Yeah. Get off me. Get over there out of the way. Yeah, that ain't supposed to do that. All kinds of that little bearing right in there has come plumb loose. So hopefully it ain't too bad. I'm not normally a glove wearer, y'all, but this old grease is just nasty. This old stuff in here, and I don't really like it. So I'm gonna put these gloves on. These are some of them old Northern Tool specials right here. Let's see now then. This thing's got some pressure on it. You gotta, we lucked out because the snap ring is right on the top. So we're gonna try pushing it back, see if we can get this pick under it. We got that. Screwdriver. I don't know, maybe I got grease all over everything yet? Not yet, maybe. What I'm gonna try to do is work this snap ring out. We don't gotta keep all that. We're not using none of that. Then there's a little deal right here somewhere that we got to pull out. This little thing right over here. I don't know what it does. Some kind of little ring. Then that ought to let this guy come out, I think. Oh no, I think there's another ring. There's a snap ring right there. So let me show y'all. So right here, this little snap ring, this little ring, we got to squeeze those together and then pull it out. It was a little bit of a booger on the last one. Not really, but it's just getting a hold of it. Oh, there we go. What a doofus. There's the old automatic right there. Not really, and I mean it's got some grease and stuff in it, but all right. Well, we got that guy out. I wonder. I think I got to take that snap ring out in there too. I think that there's a snap ring in there, and I think it just kept this from going back there too far. Yeah, I know it does, because if it's in there, when it's in there, we're not going to be able to get this other one out. I mean, in, so. Let me get down here on the ground. And these ain't the right kind of pliers. They don't hardly even get in there like they're supposed to. Can't see nothing in there. Just brought my light over here. Mom? Nope. I can't see nothing in there. These things got some kind of little old lip on them. I don't even know what. Oh, so you can put about 27 different kinds of different adapters in there. That's what that's for. Yeah, no wonder. That's what I get for buying these old. I should just get me a good set of them. If I could just get them in it, I would. Man, I need my light. I need a light or something. Y'all, hang on. It's up there. Never where you need it. All right, I got me a little better pair of cheap pliers, but maybe it'll let me get in them better, get in there better. That's all it takes, guys. Just got to have the right tool, huh? Now then, let's take that guy out. We don't have to have it back in there, I don't think. All right, now, come on now. There you go. Yep. All right. Now then, I don't know if those are torqued to the right specs. I'm betting they are, but the other one was really loose. So I'm going to check that. If that outside one is where it's supposed to be, I'm going to see. So the outside one's supposed to be at about 190 or so. I may have to get up off my butt like I would tell Clancy or Erica. Or Kylie, you can't do nothing sitting down. It was pretty close. It was probably like at 180. So I'm going to say it's good. I'm not even going to jack with that. I'm going to look in here and make sure. I mean, I don't see no bearings floating around, none of that metal or anything in there floating around from where that other thing come apart. I am going to squirt a little grease back in there, and then we're going to stick that thing in. There ain't no sense putting grease there. That you can't, that ain't even going to get to the bearing. That was stupid. Y'all can mark that down as stupid. But, I mean, little grease never hurt nothing. Okay. So, I'm going to replace this with a Warren auto lock or manual locking hub. I've already done the other side, so okay, so it's ready to go. All we're going to do is stick this guy right here in. And if it goes in like it's supposed to, then this retaining ring should snap right into place. I just heard it snap. Yep, I think it's in all the way. And then we're going to check it by taking these. We're going to take us a couple of these little screws that hold the cover on. We're going to run them in. I'm fixing to take, all right, just get rid of them. Come on, get off there. I hate gloves. I hate wearing leather gloves. I hate wearing rubber gloves. I just hate gloves in general. What we're going to do, if I can get it to start, my big old fumbling fingers. There it went. Let me grab my, where'd it go? Right here. This guy. We'll put him on here. Now some of these guys you're going to have a, these things, this comes with an extra retaining ring that may go on the outside, but this particular year model we didn't have to have that. So now then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll those in just a little ways. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Now if we got that where it's supposed to be, we ought to pull on this and it shouldn't come out. It should just have a little bit of float, and that thing's moving just a little bit. So that looks good, I think. Now then, we're going to take this guy off. We're going to put the cover on. And it was simply that quick, guys. I mean, we've been doing this 20 minutes, and part of that I was looking for tools and telling stories. So we got that out of the way. We're going to take this guy. I'm going to take just a little bit of grease and put around that, just because it's got this little O-ring on there to keep grease and stuff from coming out. Somebody's going to say I wouldn't do that. That's okay. You don't have to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. It ain't going to bother me. These things, I looked on, or Warren tells you that these are supposed to be torqued to 45 to 55 inch-pounds. And I don't have an inch-pounds torque wrench. And I looked up online, and it says you can take, that's about the same as 5 foot-pounds. So I was like, well, I'll just turn my other one down. Well, it's old Harbor Freight Special, my little one, and it goes down to 5, but it didn't work out right. So so I'm just going to go to what I think feels like about 5 pounds until I can maybe get me something to really check it. But I want to get these covers in right here, and then we'll lock the 4-wheel drive in and see how that. Be sure you go on a star pattern here. You don't want to have everybody get upset at you. It really is good to do this in a star pattern, but when I start to tighten them down, I'm going to do that. But until that point, as long as I can just finger tighten them. I really want to crank this thing up and back it right out of here and see if it works, but that fuel leak issue back there, I'm not really digging it. Number one, gas is just too high to just dump it on the ground. So I really think what's going on back there is I think it's going on at the splitter where you can, or your tank selector where you can select between your driver and passenger tanks. And I think hopefully it's just one of those little rubber lines that's in there, and I should have all the rubber lines to fix those, you know, to splice it. I'm hoping that's all it is. Next on this guy's agenda is to get tires put on him. I've got some tires, some Hercules tires in there to put on. Just the same tread pattern as I have on my pickup, or Clancy's pickup, on Erica's truck. And then I'm planning on putting my Bradford built flatbed on here. Okay. Erica says, no way, Jose. All right, well, I found my fuel leak. I want y'all to take a look under here. I wish I had a lift like Derek, but I don't. So we'll just make do with what we got. But this thing has still got the original covers that cover the fuel tank. And I saw something that I didn't even know existed when I got under here. It's this thing right here. This cover covers up your fuel switcher right there so that it's protected. But what I found, let me see if I can put me a light up here somewhere so maybe y'all can see and it won't blind me. Come on, get out of the way. There is not enough room under here. Get up here. Are you going to stick to something? Probably not. Is this metal or aluminum? There we go. So right here, this guy right here has got a hole in it. See that? Just, whoops. So that's where my fuel leak's at. So I'm going to try to set y'all somewhere where maybe you can watch. I doubt there's a spot under here. Emergency brake cable is whacking me. Let's see. Maybe, just maybe, I can plug y'all in right here. Can I flip you around? I want to flip you around and around this dance floor. What if I do that and then I raise this up and then I go that away? I'm going to be working right here. I mean, you can't really see that much, but I don't really know any other place to put y'all. And here's the other deal is my piece of line hose is too small. I can just guarantee you it's too small. But I tell you what, that's the main line that takes the fuel to the truck. Let's do this. Where's my pliers at? Let's go ahead and take it off. Like that. And then I guess this one's probably gonna, nope. It's got a deal right there, don't it? Where'd you go? Come here. Good thing about you leaking is that you probably, you might come off. Reckon? I doubt it's gonna, ooh, that's gonna be, it's just gonna get gas all over me no matter what I do, ain't it? Where's my little cutter at? Brought me a little cutter. We'll just cut that thing right there. There it went. I mean, it ought to just nearly be used up as far as the juice is gonna go. You know, I didn't think, I might have some of that over there. I just need to go look. I thought the hose I had over there was too big, but I might be wrong. You know, I bet if I held my tongue real just right, I could probably work that up on there. Look at that. Oh. It just needs to go a little bit. It's the wrong size, but if it go, that'd be all right. Oh, there we go. Let me go see if I got a piece over there. I thought the piece I had was too big, but let me go look. Well, guys, I finally got the wrong size hose shoved up on it and got it, got some clamps on it. It ain't the way I'm gonna leave it forever, but it's the way I'm gonna leave it for today. So now I'm gonna I probably ain't gonna get all this out of here from under here. I'm probably just gonna back out from under here, back out from here, kind of make sure everything's in the middle, and then back her on out, and then pick up my trash, pick up all my crap. How's that sound to y'all? Does that sound agreeable to y'all? Does that sound agreeable to y'all? Sounds good to me. All right, let's we got to let it down off the jacks, off the jack stand and the jack, and back it out of here. And hopefully it works. Let's do this first. Let's crank it. Let's just see if it'll even crank. I hate safety glasses too, but sometimes they're a necessary evil. Let's see. Y'all ready? One side down. Two sides down. One thing I probably need to do is, let's kill it. Is the temperature sensor is not currently hooked up. Let's hook that up real quick. That's a minor repair that's done quickly. Let me grab a couple of connectors, some wire. Usually I think that's green, ain't it? You know, I just cut a bunch of green wire off of something this morning. I just need one connector right here. Some stripping and some crimping pliers. Now this morning we pulled some junk out of Erica's truck, some wire. Yeah, right here we go. Oh, I need another connector. I need one of these guys right here. this guy right here. I got to get going. My main man up at the cleaners, Pedro, we got to install a pressure switch in our, you know, that might have been long enough right there to get that on there. Maybe, maybe not. Let's give ourselves a little bit of extra room right there. That looks like a good spot for it. There we go. So I'm gonna do that. This is a temporary fix also, guys. This is just, let's just get it fixed so we can drive it a little bit and test a few other things out until we can fix it right. Who am I kidding? This is the way it's going to be forever. I got junk everywhere in here, y'all. Everywhere. Let's see. Let's zoom down right here. We're gonna strip that. Oh, that looks terrible. I don't know if it's even gonna run through that, guys. I didn't mean to cut that. I was gonna strip that, and it just come plumb apart. I got some halfway copper colored wire there. Halfway. Again, this is a very temporary fix. I really probably don't even want to show you all this, but somebody will say, that's not the way I do it. Cody, that sure ain't a very safe way to do that, or that ain't a blah, 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 blah. And you're right, it's not, but it's what we got for right now. It's what we got. It's what we're going to make work. Oh, I don't know if that's going to work like that. Maybe, huh? I didn't realize that was going to come off of there like that. There we go. Maybe. These darn spark plug wires are everywhere under here. They're not anywhere as close to where they need to be. They're just in a spot where they're going to probably get burned up. I need to take them and zip tie them up. You know what? I need to just like zip tie those up right there. That'd be out of the way, and then I can do the other one back there. The other ones will probably be out of the all right back here. Let me grab a couple of zip ties. Now then, you two that's sure better than nothing. Do I like it? No. Is it going to be all right? Probably. All right. Oh, I just needed to zip tie that positive battery cable too up somewhere. about right there. I don't know like that either, but we'll see. At least for the time being. Maybe it won't move around too much. All right. We got water. We got fuel. We got Earl. All right. I'll shut that little. All right. Got that shut. All right. Let's back this baby out. Woo, that's bright out there. Y'all see that? Come on. There we go. Here comes Clarence. I can hear him. The main thing is all right, we're back in 2 high. Reverse. Now last time it made a terrible racket then. I believe he outdid me, y'all. Huh? Yeah. Was it blowing? Was it blowing smoke everywhere?
It was blowing the dust around. I was like, is this truck axle dome?
Well, guys, that's it for today. Hope y'all had some fun. I did. I mean, we didn't really do much, but I'm gonna go drive this truck down the road and just see how everything's acting. So until next time, y'all keep ranching, wrenching, and praying.